Welcome to the Camden-Carroll Library homepage. This video will give you an orientation of how to go about starting to use the library homepage for your research. Located here in the front area is a search box. Now this search box you ought to be familiar with as it's similar to what you're used to with Google. And this main library search box here will actually be used to search for books, journal articles, newspapers, and it says and more. Well, that and more could mean all kinds of different things from government documents to CDs and DVDs. Go ahead and do a search here. Okay, we can see here that we have different items here. You can see this one is a book, this one's a video, this one's a JSTOR ebook. We have over 60,000 results that's actually pulled up here. So over here on the left, you can actually refine your results. We can do a limiter so that it actually lets it be available online only. We can limit it by peer review journals, open access type materials. You can also limit and refine it by publication date. This can be important if your professor only wants you to have materials that are only maybe say like 5 years old. You can go ahead and you can limit that down and refine that. You can also limit it by resource type, by author, by subject, if you know exactly what you're looking for, and even by the journal title or the database that it comes out of. And whenever you click in to one of these, so say we want to look at this JSTOR ebook on the young Charles Darwin. So if we click into this, we can see that this is available online, and whenever we click on that, that's just going to bring us down here to our different options that are available for our full text availability. Here you see JSTOR ebooks. Located down here, you have the title, the author, the subjects, you have the description, so the abstract of what the material is about. A couple things I want to mention up here real quick is the permalink. Sometimes your professor might want you to provide links that's available back to the material, so you could actually copy this permalink and put it into your references page. If you click on citation, if we look here, you can see that there are several different options for your reference citation resources. We have the MLA 8th edition that you can click on, and you can actually copy and paste that and then put it right into your document. The only thing that we say is that always make sure that you're double checking the formatting to make sure that it's exactly the same. One example is here for, let's say if we look at the APA, of course, there's a newer edition of APA out now, so you want to double check and make sure the formatting is correct. So you can copy and paste and put that over, but just double check it for any type of problems you might have. But if we go ahead and we click into this JSTOR ebook, you can see we can go ahead and we can access this. We could download the PDF, we could look through the contents page, what's available. Okay, so if we come back out of this, let's take another look back at that library homepage. Okay, one of the things that you might want to look for is to search for articles in our full text databases. The best way to search for articles is actually to use this smart search options down here under articles. Now you can search for some articles through our main library search box. It actually is not searching all articles that are available in our library. The reason for that is some publishers do not want to make their databases searchable through our main library catalog page. So whenever you're searching for articles, your best bet is to go to this article search right here. If we click on articles, now this will actually go ahead and it will search all of our full text library materials that it's available. The reason there's two is because we have this second box down here that this is basically the publishers that didn't allow us to link into our website. So we always say use this first search box here, but the second search box, if you're not getting exactly what you're looking for, you can try that second search box. Also over here, you can go ahead and click on the scholarly articles, which actually just means peer reviewed. So what this does is actually puts that limiter in, so make sure that all the articles are actually from peer reviewed resources. You have also here, you can search different news sources. And here under the articles by subject, this is really useful because this lists out all our databases by subject. So maybe you're not exactly sure which database that you should use. So you can go ahead and you can click down on here. So maybe you are interested in the subject of nursing. So if we click on nursing, what it does here, again, we have those main search boxes here to search our online full text, but what we also have available here are databases that have specifically been listed out and selected for that subject. So all the databases here would be good databases to use for searching for nursing type articles. These four listed here, you can see this green best bet. This is your best choice databases for searching for nursing materials. If you click into one of these and you do a search, this is going to be an EBSCO database. And the good thing about all the EBSCO databases, they all look pretty similar. So I always recommend that you go into the advanced search because it lists out so that you can use the different Boolean operators to actually connect your search terms, and it has that built in. So and would actually connect so that you would be connecting two terms together so that both terms would have to actually be in your search, or actually uses like similar to synonyms. So if you wanted to use one term or a different term is can be in your search results. Not will limit out anything, and we always say to be really careful with that because you could actually limit out stuff that's actually relevant to the search that you're using. You also down here and on the advanced search have all kinds of different options. Again, here's that peer reviewed where we can check and make sure that all the articles that we select are actually coming from peer reviewed scholarly resources. A neat thing about CINAHL is that you can actually have limiters that are specific to this database, which is like first author is a nurse, any author is a nurse. So you can go ahead and click into that and start searching. If we go back to that library homepage, now we have seen one of the smart search options available here under articles. We also have databases A to Z. This is where you would go if you knew exactly which database you were wanting to search. So you could go directly in and say maybe you knew that you wanted to go ahead and do Academic Search Complete. Now, Academic Search Complete is a good multidisciplinary database that covers a lot of different disciplines. So it is a nice starting point. But again, if you're not sure exactly which databases you need to use, and of course, Academic Search Complete doesn't have a lot of the materials that are available in like a subject specific database. So if you, again, using the example of nursing, if you were wanting to actually make sure that you were wanting to search all the nursing type related articles, you would want to use a database that's specifically for your topic that you're wanting to do. But Academic Search Complete is a good general database. Just be aware that those subject specific ones are actually out there. All right, also available in here is our encyclopedias A to Z. We do have quite a few encyclopedias that are online, so make sure that's also an option. We also have journal search. This is if you were looking specifically for a particular journal and you knew what a particular journal you needed to search in, you can go ahead and click on it. We have all kinds of different research guides that are available to help you. A popular one is citation assistance. So if we type in APA citation on our search terms, we can see we have our APA citation style guide here, and then it can go ahead and walk you through doing your different steps of putting your citations together. We have all kinds of different research guides. Another thing I want to point out down here is this request an item. This is whenever you need to request an item that the library does not have. So one good thing about when you're in the databases is you can link right into this and you won't have to go from the home page. You can just click on request an item and actually let it auto-populate. But in case you are looking specifically and you know exactly what you're wanting, you can click on that request an item You can go ahead and log in and request items available here. It'll walk you through some instructions if you've never done this before on logging in and creating the request for the items that you're wanting. One of our most important features here on the library homepage is this Ask for Help section. You can still chat with us whenever someone is available online and manning the chat. You can click on this chat with us and you can actually talk with us in real time. Whenever someone is not available, you can always, it will default to this send a question, but you can also select that anytime. And this will send it in like an email format. And so this is useful in case maybe you have something really in depth that you want to write out that maybe you feel like you can't really explain as well in a chat session. And whenever someone is available, they will answer that question back to you. You can also make an appointment. All right, so that is just a quick overview of our Camden-Carroll Library homepage. If you need any assistance, please feel free to ask us for help.